Hello, Dr. Canto here, and I want to talk about anger today, the Big Four process, and the altering emotional cards, how we can use them. But let's just talk about anger. Basically, anger is when something gets you upset. Now, it could be anything. And let's just talk about 5 simple ways. We have a frustration anger. This is a type of anger that when, let's see, if someone challenges you, if you feel that you are blocked and growing, that you can't get your goal, that's what frustration anger is. Kind of like frustration anger is something that comes from within you. So that's a type of anger, frustration anger. I see this with patients also. We also have resentment anger. Now, resentment anger is basically when you feel that you're mistreated, when someone didn't treat you right. That's would be more resentment anger. Because when someone says, I'm angry, well, hell, that doesn't mean anything. There's so many different types. We have passive aggressive anger. That's when someone, they don't actually tell you off, but they'll make some sly comment. They'll make a sarcasm about you. That would be a passive aggressive anger. Then you have something like self-inflicted anger. Now, self-inflicted anger is an anger that's within you. You don't feel that you completed something in your life. You blame yourself, and you're angry at yourself because you didn't again get a job, or you didn't do what you should have done to get into school or keep a job. And then you have another type of anger. It's just volatile anger. That's the people that blow up over something so stupid, and they blow up and they actually lose their mind for a little bit. So we have frustration anger, we have resentment anger, we have passive aggressive anger, we have self-inflicted anger, we have volatile anger. There's just 5 of many more. So what I want to talk to you about is that anger. What's interesting, when someone uses the emotional cards, and when they pull out the anger card, what I would ask them is, well, where do you see this anger in you? So if you're angry about something, ask yourself this question: where do you see it? Is it an emotion? Anger is an emotional response to something. Now, is it a perceived wrong? Is it something that, are you angry because you perceive that you were wrong about doing something? Or you could have something like, we can say, a protective mechanism. Are you angry because you don't feel safe? That you feel that someone's invading your space or someone's going to harm you? And then we have an expression of an unmet need. Are you angry because someone in your life isn't fulfilling what you feel they should? They don't feel what you feel within you. It's an affection of love. Is it something that maybe someone's making you feel guilty? And you don't want that. And then you have then you also have a reaction to something quick. If someone hurts you physically, you may become angry to want to get back at them right away, hurt them back. That's another type of anger. I think this is the type of anger that leads to people getting beat up, possible killed, shooting, stuff like that. And then you have communication type of anger. This type of anger feels that if you can't communicate with me, I'm going to be angry over that with you. So what I want to point this out with all this type of anger is simply that anger is a big word, and we're going to be going through all emotions now, and we'll probably come back to anger, the other ones. So if you're feeling angry, see if it fits into one of these aspects of you. Is it a passive aggressive anger? Did someone treat you wrong? Did someone disrespect you? Did someone not feel what you're feeling? Because again, remember again with the Big Four process, that anger is a thought, the highest form of vibration. So you're thinking that you're angry, and then that anger produces a mental image. The mental image will increase the anger emotion, which will intensify the emotion. That's maybe when someone's volatile anger, they have so much here. And then that emotion will do what? It will change your physical body, such as when you're angry, you got to maybe increase heart rate. You might punch a wall. You might have super strength. And in the book, I talk about that when someone has where two girls lifted a tractor off their fathers because the tractor fell on them. Or you hear about that when someone has super strength. Now that's not necessarily anger, but it can still produce the same thing from angry if you're angry from something. So angry about something. So again, when you have this anger thought in your mind, you're going to follow this protocol because that's what it is. We're a 4-part being. Everything you think about, you become. your body will become that. If you think about cancer enough, and I say it all the time, you will get cancer. Louise Hayes, Heal Thy Body. Remember, if that anger isn't expressed through the body as an emotion of anger, it's expressed in the body as disease. So what's important about that is, I also like, there's different types of literature on a liver. You represent anger, how each organ represents a different emotion. So again, so when you start to understand where the anger comes from, with the emotional cards, at least if you're angry, and again, we always talk about what you think about is irrelevant. It's a subconscious. So if you're angry, what is it? One of the seven. Is it because of a love? Is it because of self-esteem? Because you're afraid of the future? You aren't who you think you should be because you didn't do enough. You didn't speak about it. Is it God's fault? So that's what the mental aspect of it is. So again, with this Big Four process, the alter emotional cards, you can become more in tune with your body. And again, I will say it every time. I will debate anyone on meditation because, again, with the Big Four process, I'm not explaining completely here because it'll take up that time. I want to focus on just the anger part of it. You can find all four aspects. You create your mantra, and then you can heal wherever that block is. If the block is in the bladder, if it's in the heart, and maybe sometimes the liver will come up with if you're angry. Not always. It's not always. Nothing is 100%. So again, I want to thank you. Please, if you think you know anyone that could use this information, please send it to them. Please subscribe. I do want to build my channel up, and I really I want to teach the world about this new process of healing. It is trademarked right now. Again, my website is findyourblocks.com. Findyourblocks.com. And again, any questions, you can email me on the website, or again, I'm here if you have any questions. I want to thank you for tuning in again. Thank you again, and bye-bye now.